You probably grew up hearing that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, that starting strong sets the tone for everything that follows. And while that's true in some ways, I want to challenge that idea today, especially if you're over 65. Because what if the real secret to longevity, clarity, and even joy starts not in the morning, but in the final hour before bed? Most seniors focus on what they do during the day. They take their walks, they watch their salt, they try to keep their mind sharp. But then evening rolls around, and suddenly it's chips in front of the TV, a bowl of cereal at 10 p.m., or no food at all. What's often overlooked is that your body doesn't just shut down at night. It repairs, restores, and in many ways, resets. And what you give it in those quiet evening hours, what you feed it, how you calm it, how you prepare it, can either help it rebuild or accelerate the wear and tear of aging. That's what we're here to talk about today on Elderly Reflections, the channel that brings you senior wisdom, life lessons from the elderly, and practical tools to live healthier, longer, and stronger. If that sounds like something you care about, go ahead, tap like, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comments where are you watching from. Now let me tell you a story. A few years back, I met a man named Charles, 71 years old, retired civil engineer from Glasgow, Scotland. The kind of man who had notebooks full of diagrams and a brain that never really stopped working. But something wasn't adding up in his own life. He walked every morning, he ate oatmeal and greens, but by evening he was foggy, stiff, and worn out. "It's like I shut down at 6 p.m., he told me. "No matter how good the day goes, the nights undo it." He'd wake up groggy, sometimes anxious, with heart palpitations and a racing mind. His doctor called it normal aging. Charles didn't buy that. He started keeping a log: what he ate, when he slept, how he felt in the morning. What he discovered blew his mind. His worst mornings followed the nights where he either ate nothing or snacked on processed foods. That's when he began experimenting. Not with medications, but with food. One of the first things he tried: charred cherries. Not the sweet ones. Tart Montmorency cherries, the kind often sold frozen or as juice. He ate a small handful, 30 minutes before bed. Within a week, his sleep changed. Not just the length. Why? Because tart cherries are loaded with two things seniors need desperately: melatonin, which regulates sleep cycles, and anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that target inflammation, especially the kind that builds overnight. A 2012 study in the Journal of Medicinal Foods showed older adults who drank tart cherry juice had lower levels of chronic inflammation and reported better sleep quality overall. Think about that. One fruit, one small ritual, and it changed how his body healed. Now here's the thing about inflammation. It doesn't shout, it whispers. It shows up as brain fog, joint pain, a restless heart, or a tired body, even after 8 hours in bed. And the longer it lingers, the more damage it does. That's why what you eat before sleep is not just about nutrition, it's about defense. It's about giving your body a shield when it's most vulnerable. Now let's talk about another enemy of restful aging: nighttime blood sugar spikes. I know it sounds counterintuitive. You'd think sugar is a daytime problem. But what you eat before bed can cause glucose levels to surge, followed by a crash around 2 or 3 a.m. That crash, it triggers a stress hormone response. Cortisol floods your system. Your heart rate climbs, your sleep fragments. You wake up dizzy or drenched in sweat. That's what happened to Margaret, an 83-year-old widow from Ontario who used to end her nights with jam on toast. Seemed innocent enough, but her sleep was chaotic. When she swapped the toast for something slower digesting, half an avocado on rye, the transformation was almost immediate. She started sleeping through the night. No more sugar crashes, no more heart palpitations. And within weeks, her morning blood pressure readings improved. That's not a coincidence, that's biology. Avocados are full of healthy monounsaturated fats and magnesium, which calm the nervous system. They also contain lutein, an antioxidant shown to improve memory and attention in seniors. Margaret once told me, "I didn't need to overhaul everything. I just had to stop sabotaging myself at night." And she's right. Longevity doesn't require big changes, just intentional ones. Here's what I want you to ask yourself today. Is your final meal helping your body heal, or is it creating more problems than it solves? Are you ending your day with a food that fights for you, or one your body will have to fight against? Because when you understand what the body is trying to do at night, lower inflammation, regulate blood sugar, repair tissue, consolidate memory, you realize that the last thing you eat isn't just a snack, it's a message. It tells your body, "I care, I'm still fighting for you." And that mindset, that elderly wisdom we so often forget, is the real power behind these rituals. It's not just the cherry or the avocado. It's the choice to be intentional, to honor your years by taking care of your tomorrow. In the second section, we'll uncover two more impactful evening rituals. One is a warm golden drink with centuries of tradition, and the other, it's a fruit so powerful for the brain, it's been called nature's memory pill. If this spoke to you, let me know in the comments. What's your bedtime routine like? And where are you watching from? UK, Canada? I'd love to know. And if you haven't yet, like, subscribe, and hit the bell. This channel is Elderly Reflections, where we believe motivation doesn't end with age, it deepens. And life lessons from the elderly, they don't just inspire. Let me ask you something. When the sun sets and the house goes quiet, do you feel like your body is finally getting ready for rest? Or does it feel like it's holding on to the tension of the entire day? Because the truth is, for many people over 65, the evening doesn't feel like peace, it feels like resistance. The body gets tight, thoughts start racing, sleep comes but never fully satisfied, and by morning, there's a fog you just can't shake. But what if the fix isn't in a pill bottle, or even in your mattress? What if it's in your mug, your plate, your final rituals before bed? That's the power of what we're talking about here on Elderly Reflections. It's not just about elderly health, it's about inspiration, life lessons, and honoring the senior wisdom we often forget to listen to. And if you're finding this valuable, pause for just a moment and let me know in the comments where you're watching from. Whether you're in Germany, Florida, Ontario, or a quiet village in France, your voice matters. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because these videos are more than information. They're about community. Now let's continue. In the first section, we explored the benefits of tart cherries for reducing inflammation and improving sleep quality, along with the power of swapping sugar for slow digesting fats like avocado to prevent nighttime blood sugar crashes. But now we're going deeper, because there's a ritual that has stood the test of time across continents, cultures, nations, and it's called golden milk. You might know it as turmeric milk, but it's more than just a trend. It's one of the oldest forms of natural medicine, and its impact on aging brains. And what most people don't know is that curcumin also helps protect the brain against cognitive decline. A 2018 study in the American Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry followed seniors who took curcumin daily and found a significant improvement in memory and attention after just 18 months, along with reduced buildup of amyloid plaques in the brain, which are strongly linked to Alzheimer's. Let me tell you about Joyce, an 81-year-old grandmother from Devon, England. She'd always been a night owl, reading late, writing postcards to her grandchildren, but lately her evenings had felt different. Her thoughts slowed, her joints ached, and sleep felt more like a negotiation than a gift. Her granddaughter, studying nutrition at university, told her about golden milk, so Joyce gave it a try. 1 cup of warm oat milk, half a teaspoon of turmeric, a pinch of black pepper for absorption, and a drizzle of honey. At first, she was skeptical. "Doesn't turmeric belong in curry?" she joked. But 2 weeks later, she wasn't joking anymore. She said, and I quote, "I feel like myself again." Her sleep deepened, her mood stabilized, her memory came back online, and most of all, her evenings became a time of healing again. That's the power of a ritual. Not just the ingredients, but the intention behind it. So how do you do it? Simple. Warm your milk, dairy or plant-based. Add half a teaspoon of turmeric, a pinch of black pepper, maybe a little cinnamon, and a touch of honey if you like. Sip it slowly, without a screen in your face. Let it signal to your body it's time to let go. Now let's shift to something sweet, but not in the way you might expect. Let's talk about blueberries. Yes, those small blue fruits you've probably eaten 100 times. But here's what you may not know. They're one of the most powerful foods for protecting your brain, especially after 65. One study from the University of Exeter in 2016 found that older adults who drank blueberry juice daily showed significant improvements in cognitive performance, particularly in areas related to decision-making and recall. The kind of mental sharpness that makes you feel more in control, more alert, more you. There's a man I met last year, Louis Sabat, a 75-year-old former mechanic from Kentucky. Big hands, big heart, and the kind of laugh that fills a room. But over time, Louis started forgetting names. Not just random names, but the names of people he loved. He'd walk into a room and forget why. That scared him more than anything. So he did something simple. He started eating a small bowl of blueberries every night, sometimes with yogurt, sometimes just on their own. 3 months later, he told me something I'll never forget. I still forget things, he said, but not like before. I feel like I'm in the driver's seat again. That's not magic, that's science. And that's consistency. Blueberries also improve blood flow to the brain, reduce oxidative stress, and even help relate blood pressure. And they're easy. No prep, no mess, just rinse, pour, and eat. If your memory's been a little fuzzy, or your thoughts feel slower than they used to, try this for a month. A handful of blueberries every night. Not a cure-all, but a powerful act of support. Now, I want to introduce one more idea that might surprise you. A salad before bed. I know, it sounds strange. Most people think salads belong at lunch or dinner. But hear me out. Spinach, in particular, is packed with magnesium, a mineral that helps regulate sleep, lower blood pressure, and calm the nervous system. And unlike caffeine or sugar, magnesium supports the production of melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to sleep. Most seniors don't get enough magnesium, especially in the evening. And that's where this next story comes in. Meet Maria, a 69-year-old woman who moved from Spain to Arizona to be closer to her grandkids. At 65, her doctor told her she was developing hypertension. The first recommendation? But Maria asked for time to try something else. So she began making a tiny salad every evening. Just a handful of baby spinach, a drizzle of olive oil, a few slices of avocado, and sometimes a hard-boiled egg. She called it her green peace. Within 4 months, her blood pressure normalized. Her doctor was stunned. And Maria, she said she felt grounded again. She told me, I realized it wasn't about how much I ate. It was about how consciously I ate. That right there is elderly wisdom at its finest. Quiet choices, made with clarity, done consistently. So now we've covered 3 more rituals. Turmeric milk for anti-inflammatory and cognitive strength, blueberries for brain protection and blood pressure, and spinach for heart health and restful sleep. Combine these with the 3 from the first section, tart cherries, avocado, and healthy fats. And you've created a powerful evening routine that not only adds years to your life, but enhances the quality of every day within those years. The secret isn't in doing everything, it's in doing a few small things, on purpose. That's what we believe in here at Elderly Reflections. Because when you eat with intention, you live with intention. Now, before we wrap up this part, I'd love to hear from you. What's one bedtime ritual you've tried or want to try from what we've covered? Drop it in the comments, and more importantly, tell me where you're watching from. Europe, Canada, the Southern US? I want to know, because the more we share these stories, the more we build a culture of care. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another episode of Elderly Reflections. These aren't just videos, they're reminders that your age is not a limit, it's a legacy. And how you care for yourself at night may be the most powerful way to protect that legacy. There's something sacred about the quiet moments before sleep, especially as we get older. The calls stop, the lights dim, and the world seems to finally release its grip on your day. But what most people don't realize is this: your body is not done. In fact, it's just getting started. After the age of 65, the hours between 8 p.m. and midnight become critical, because that's when your body enters repair mode. Your heart, your brain, your immune system begin working behind the scenes, rebuilding, restoring, and filing away the experiences of the day. But here's the problem. If your evening rituals don't support that process, you're not just losing rest. And today, in this final part, we're going to bring it all together. You've learned about 6 powerful foods so far: tart cherries, avocado, turmeric milk, blueberries, spinach, and Greek yogurt. But now we go beyond food, because longevity isn't just about what you eat. It's about how you live, how you slow down, and how you prepare your body and mind to heal every day. Let me introduce you to George. He was 82 when I met him, a retired dentist from Vermont. Still witty, still charming, but after his wife passed, something shifted. He stopped eating dinner. Not entirely, but in a distracted, half-hearted way. Sometimes it was crackers, sometimes just cereal or toast. Nothing nourishing, nothing intentional. And the result? His memory dulled. His energy dropped. He began falling asleep later and waking up groggy. His hands shook a little more, and he said something to me I'll never forget. I feel like I'm fading out of my own life. That broke my heart, but it also reminded me of something powerful. How we treat ourselves at night is often a reflection of how we see our worth. And if we stop caring about those small rituals, we slowly start to disappear from the life we've built. Thankfully, George's story didn't end there. His daughter, also a nurse, stepped in with compassion and clarity. They started small. She helped him build what they called a night tray, Each evening at 8:30, George would lay out a few simple items: a handful of walnuts, a cup of turmeric milk, a small bowl of Greek yogurt with blueberries. No television, no scrolling on a phone, just soft music, maybe a few notes in his journal, and sometimes a quick call to family. In 3 months, George said he felt like someone wiped the fog off the windows of his mind. He was sleeping deeper, remembering names again, laughing more. That's not coincidence, that's commitment. So what does that mean for you? It means we stop treating the evening like an afterthought, and we start treating it like medicine. First, let's talk about timing. Your body needs 90 minutes to 2 hours to fully process the food you eat before bed. That means your final light meal or snack should ideally be between 7 and 8:30 p.m. Eating too close to bedtime doesn't just cause indigestion. It forces your body to direct blood flow and energy to digestion instead of letting your heart and brain reset. So eat early, eat light, and choose foods that give back, not take away. Second, let's talk portion. Just because a food is healthy doesn't mean more is better. At night, your goal is not to energize, it's to restore. Keep it small, balanced, and calming. Here's a simple portion guide to keep in mind. Walnuts at 6 to 8 halves, Greek yogurt, half a cup, blueberries, spinach, just a handful, tossed with a little olive oil. Turmeric milk, 1 cup, warm and slow. You don't have to eat them all every night. Pick 2 or 3, rotate. Listen to what your body responds to. Think of it like assembling a care package for your body, something it can use to do its job while you rest. Now, I want to pause here and talk about the mistakes many seniors make at night, because knowing what not to do is just as important. First, processed carbs. Crackers, sugary cereals, white bread. These feel comforting, especially when eaten in front of the TV, but they spike blood sugar, elevate nighttime heart rate, and cause cortisol, the stress hormone, to surge. The result? Light, fragmented sleep and a tired heart. Next to alcohol. I know it's tempting, a glass of wine feels like a win, but studies show that alcohol interrupts deep sleep, increases nighttime blood pressure, and can accelerate memory decline over time. If you enjoy a drink, have it early, at dinner, but don't let it be your nightcap. And finally, overhydration. Water is vital, yes, but drinking too much right before bed leads to disrupted sleep from bathroom trips, and can even increase fall risk due to nighttime dizziness. After 8 p.m., slowly and stop large fluid intake 30 minutes before bed. Now, beyond food and timing, there's something even more powerful. Ritual. Ritual is what gives meaning to repetition. It's the difference between a snack and self-respect, between passing time and preparing your body to heal. Build a small, personal nightly ritual. It doesn't have to be complex. Dim the lights, put away your devices, turn on calming music or enjoy the silence. Prepare your tray, sit in your favorite chair, maybe write down one thing you're grateful for, or sit with a window open and feel the evening air. These small acts tell your body you are safe, you are cared for. You are not done yet. And if you're thinking it's too late for me to change, let me stop you right there. Last spring, a woman named Ellen from Minnesota, 86 years old, started this exact routine after watching one of our videos. Last week, she wrote in, "For the first time in 10 years, I sleep with peace. And I remember my dreams again." That's not just a sweet story. That's your potential. Because your body listens, even now. Especially now. So tonight, I invite you to pause before bed and ask yourself a simple question. What did I give my body today to help it heal? Did I feed my heart with care? Did I nourish my brain with calm? Did I choose love over habit, even in the smallest way? Because your choices tonight shape your tomorrow. And here on Elderly Reflections, we believe that every evening is a chance to begin again. Before we close, I want to hear from you. What's the one small change you'll try tonight? Is it the spinach salad, the blueberries with yogurt, or maybe just switching off the TV and sitting in silence with a warm drink? Tell me in the comments and tell me where you're watching from. Because our stories matter, our health matters. And together we're building a community of seniors, caregivers, and lifelong learners who are choosing intention over autopilot, one evening at a time. If you found value in today's video, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell. It helps us reach more people who need this message. And remember, senior health isn't about chasing youth. It's about protecting your strength, honoring your years, and giving your future self something to thank you for. Here's to your brain, your heart, your legacy, and the quiet, powerful choices that keep you strong, inside and out.